and welcome to this edition of the Time with Hime podcast. I'm your host, Lynn Cordes, joined by our superintendent, Mr. Hime. We are officially in May.
May is here.
It is May 1st, and lots of awesome things going on that have happened already and about to happen in the coming month.
Really got some spring weather yesterday for the first time in a while. It kind of chilled. You know, here we got on here and talked about spring and got vilified for bringing up spring because we brought bad weather in. But no, the weather was great yesterday. We're really excited. It's May, and here we are wrapping up another school year.
It's happened fast, and as fast as it's come, we have so many things to share, get into, and talk about because we missed last week. We had a lot of things going on last week that we just had to wait a little bit.
First thing, May 12th, we've talked about this before, but just to remember, May 12th will be a virtual day. Our students will be at home, our staff will be at work. It'll be a professional development day for the majority of our staff. The reason being that we don't have professional development days built in, and a lot of our staff members are working on letters training, which is the science of reading, and they needed to get in a day, and we couldn't get enough subs to cover. And Friday's a hard day to cover for subs anyway, so it will be a district-wide professional development virtual day.
And we have PAX training as well.
Yes.
Correct?
So we have quite a bit of training that way. The next Friday is graduation. So we got this coming Friday, virtual day, graduation.
Well, not this Friday, but
this Friday's the 5th.
Right.
A week from that is virtual, the 12th, and a week from that is graduation. Man, it's here.
It's here, and we have several events. So Bob is going to be this Thursday, the Battle of the Books for our elementary. And then next week we have Showcase, which is May 9th. And the 11th.
And that's our elementary talent show, basically, where people come in from all over and they pack the room.
And we're changing it this year. We're not at Eisenhower Middle School. We loved being there, but we ran out of room for our families.
So,
taking it back to McMahon.
McMahon, awesome. That'll be full, but a little bit more parking. So we're excited about that and the crowd and the people. And man, the talent there is unreal. I'm sure you'll video it and get the videos up on our website.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of videos, this past weekend we had a huge event at the LRC for elementary and middle school.
Yes.
We had the esports.
Esports.
Yay.
Yes. And esports is just trickling down. It's amazing how that takes off. And what I really like about esports, you know, I was one of those guys to begin with that I would have said, we're never going to have esports. That's just video games. But the great thing is it's controlled video games. So now our students are playing video games that also have lessons, but they're also controlled in the rating and who they're playing against and the bullying and some of those things are gone. We've talked with that on the podcast before.
And we have some things to go forth as we move in, specifically our summer camps. I was about to say summer school.
Camp.
It's
yes.
Summer camp.
We're excited about summer camp. We're taking enrollment right now. And we're looking at those sites for summer camp and summer feed. This is for our elementary students. We have a lot of them done. They got a lot of great activities planning, and they're going to squeeze in some reading and math. But they're going to do some art and different things at summer camp and squeeze in, again, some reading and math to try to accelerate or try to gain some ground and stop the summer slide for some of our students who struggle with that.
And now you brought up accelerated. We talked about the secondary summer programs and what it looks like for credit recovery, because that is also brand new in the sense that accelerated.
Yeah,
right?
because we don't talk about that enough. How do you do credit acceleration, or what do we talk about if a student wants to take a class in the summer so it frees up the ability to take? I saw the other day a student wants to be in athletics and take music and go to career tech. Well, they don't have enough hours in the day. Well, that's a way that they could free up some time in their schedule to be able to do that. Take a history class or an elective in the summer through credit acceleration is a term a lot of people across the state are using for that. So they could add those credits in the summer so they'd have more freedom in their schedule once school starts.
And so as you say, the freedom, I just want to remind families, because we've heard it where they're like, oh, they're trying to graduate them early. That is not the intent.
We're trying to create flexibility. What we want is everyone to see what we're offering. Concurrent classes, Great Plains, the art classes we offer, the TAP classes we offer, go along with our activities and athletics, extracurricular athletics, our arts programs, you know, music, band, orchestra, and some of all the great things that we offer across the district. We want to give our students the opportunity to experience as many of those as they can while they're in high school.
And then share this part, because some of our families weren't aware that we could even do internships.
Yes.
about what that looks like, so then that flexibility in their schedule.
Well, it gives them ability to start, especially as they get to be juniors and seniors. If they know they want to be in a particular field, they might go to work for those people, and they could go to work for an hour. We could set it up as an internship where they also get high school credit while they're training or learning on the job to do that field.
Now, on our website for our families out there, we do have summer school information, but that's also with the summer camps. And then middle school and high school will have something in July for drone and for space camp.
Yeah, those camps are going to be awesome. Other thing we got going on, talk about, if you haven't been by your high school, all the high schools have had work done on them moving on this turf project. It is moving fast. And so right now, I know we have everything but baseball is almost to the point where they're going to come in and they do what they call stabilization. We had a little bit of a hiccup on Lawton High softball. They're working on fixing that. The drainage line had collapsed under it. So obviously we don't want to put the turf on top of a collapsed line. So we had to fix that line before they came in and put the turf. And that's moving fast. But you need to go by and look. It's kind of an amazing process. But they've got all the fields ready for the stabilization. It'll happen fast. We'll look up in 3 or 4 months, and they'll be laying turf at numerous sites across our district, and we're really excited what that does for our students, including band, soccer, and some of the activities we don't talk about. And then hopefully we can team up with our Youth Sports Association, and they can get some use out of those for our younger kids. And so those could be a changer for our students and the opportunities we give them.
Well, and it's exciting, especially at Lawton High, because we're right there, our offices are, but you see the sidewalks that's going on throughout the city.
Oh, yes.
So better for our students who walk to the school. And
yes, there at Lawton High, it kind of created a traffic block because they blocked one, and then we had to block our drive as they're doing the fixing the drainage line that's collapsed. So it's created 2 of our entrances are out, and so you have to come in the west entrance on Ferris to get in. You can't get in on the east entrance because they're putting the sidewalk in. But hey,
temporary though.
Progress is great, but sometimes progress does cause us all to adapt a little bit. But everybody's adapted, and we're excited about it. And it's just great to look at all the things we've got done. We've almost got every school. Hopefully, by the time we come back to school next year, every elementary school will have a fence around it and be secured. And you know, our local police officers are doing a great job. They go around and check the security. They check the doors and make sure they're locked. And our ultimate goal is to make sure that during the day when our students are in the building, there's only one way in and out of that building. So it's a lot easier for us to maintain and control who goes in and out the building.
Well, and what's exciting is that we're going to be pushing all of that information out and sharing that, and the updates are looking great. So just keep an eye on our social media because we have drone footage and the ag. Speaking of, right before we came onto the podcast, big shout out to the Rotary Club.
Yes, they bought almost $7,000 worth of equipment they bought for our new ag mech shop. And that's another thing that's going fast. Drive by, they got a big hole dug, and they're about to pour the foundation for that ag mech shop, so it'll move fast, ag mechanic shop. So we're excited about that, and that's on the back of the Life Ready Center, or for those of you who've been around for a while, the old Tomlinson building that is now the Life Ready Center at the Tomlinson building.
Well, and it's pretty cool, all of the growth, like you said, it's incredible, and we're ending the school year, lots of celebrations. What do you have to give a shout out for?
Well, you still got activities, athletics. This is that playoff start. All the baseball teams will be in their district play. You got regional track meets coming up. You got tennis, golf. You got a lot of things going on right now. Soccer's wrapping up. And so there's a lot of activities going. So shout out to all those as they start their state playoffs or their district competitions. And good luck to all of our sports teams across the district. Hey, get on the website, look, follow along, try to keep up with how your school's doing. Big shout out to all of them that participated. And we're looking forward. It's kind of like we wrap up, but hey, we're looking forward to 23-24 already.
We are. And then a quick shout out to our wrestlers because we had Lawton High School and then EMS. Caden at Lawton High School is moving on to national competition. And then we have 2 at Eisenhower Middle School as well. So good luck to everybody out there. Give them our email address and website, Mr.
Again, it's info@lawtonps.org, info@lawtonps.org. Send us questions, comments, anything you'd like to talk about. Again, we're getting to that end of the year. And get it, we'll update the webpage or whatever to help you. And again, our webpage is lawtonps.org.
All right, Mr. Hime. Until next week, we will be back on Tuesday because we have some things going on Monday. So other than that,
see you Tuesday.
That's it. Be well, stay safe, and make positive impacts. Have a great week, you guys.